What's going on, everybody? It is a Brass Tacks hangout. It is the post show. Just chilling out. We just got done with
stars now.
we just got done doing episode 40. That is available now if you want to go and check that out. We're just relaxing. It's been an awesome day.
This fan's kind of nice.
Yeah, I like it a lot. We kind of, Adam and I came up in life. Now we've got a little tower fan in the studio with us. So it's been.
If I didn't have shorts on, it'd be ball soup.
Easily.
Ball soup,
dude. Halfway during the episode, dude, we were 30 minutes in, and I was just soaking in testicle sweat.
Complete ball soup.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. I'm glad we got that. I'm glad it's starting to cool down out there because one little to non-known fact about my house is that there's no air conditioning. We have a swamp cooler, which does a really good job, but you have to kind of keep all the doors open and create like a wind tunnel for it to be effective. But yeah, the tower fan, a fucking lifesaver.
It's huge. It's huge. It's great over here. Keeps my balls kind of dry.
I noticed you're at an angle where you can kick your foot out and you get the little draft through the pant leg. There's nothing better than that.
You're onto something there. I mean, it's not a conspiracy. It's fact. So that is, in fact, what's going on right now.
Well, I was an insider in the tower fan industry. But yeah, dude, there's nothing better than when you get that sweet breeze right up the pant leg and it hits the back sack.
Can't complain.
Some of the regions of the body that you just like can't really get to a lot of the time. But
you can get to them all the time. I mean, unless you're morbidly obese. All these parts I can get to my parts.
Fair point. Fair point. You heard it, ladies and gentlemen. Now, dude, now that we like watched some Sopranos earlier today, I'm like wanting to go back and just revisit the entire series.
Yeah, I'm probably not against it either. I might do that as well. I
mean, it's about time, right? It's been a while since we've done it.
Yeah, I'm not against it. Yeah, I've got some days off, so I could probably skip through at least a couple seasons.
Dude, speaking of fucking days off, dude, you know how long it's been since I've had 4 days off in a row?
I mean, this is the same, because I'm making the same argument for myself. I agree.
Yeah. No, I mean, literally, Adam and I, we work some pretty conflicting work schedules, but thank goodness we got some time off on the weekend, and finally we were...
Well, you ended up finally getting a pretty good schedule.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. My last job was just horrendous, dude. That and my crippling alcoholism was probably the only reason we had to put the show on hiatus when we did.
Yeah, that was the sprinkles on the soft serve ice cream.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good way to put it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, dude, quite honestly, like it sucked really badly at first when all that shit happened, like losing my job and just hitting rock bottom, or what we perceive as rock bottom. Obviously, our individual experiences are just that. But yeah, dude, just the crazy snowball of positive events that preceded it. Fuck off. Just being able to reboot the show and like get it going again, because it's like it's really all I really want to do.
I mean, we've got it going better than we've ever had it going before.
Yeah. It's like we were saying.
So, I mean, technology-wise has been a major leap, and that's all you. I mean, bringing in that board, the screens, the desk, the poster.
Oh yeah, that fucking Escape from Denver.
Yeah.
Let me move the mic out of the way so you guys can see this.
Yeah, clear shot. Yeah,
I'm fucking proud of that mug.
I want to do a limited edition run. Yeah, just bear with
all
me.
5 of our listeners can fucking...
No, that's limited run for sure, but
we'll have one left over.
Because the actual, how it transpired, we need to Photoshop Franklin in there attacking David Lopan.
Yeah, dude.
Like just coming up from past the sun or something.
That's a good idea. I like that.
And that's a limited run. I'll buy all of them. I don't care. So
what, are you gonna buy them all and then drive the market price up and just start auctioning them off?
I'll definitely buy. I will buy them. So
buy them.
I ain't gonna buy them.
You're gonna Biden?
I ain't Biden.
Adam, you aren't black.
Straight up. What's Biden doing?
That dude is so fucking far gone, dude. Man. There is no hope. I mean,
he's just mentally not sound, man.
Even
It's gonna get us kicked off of YouTube, dude. We can't say Joe Biden's not sound. That's it.
I think it's safe to say Joe Biden is racially insensitive. Or no, you know what I'll say? He's
racially insensitive, but too cool to care. It's a spin.
You earned that.
That's a spin on fucking Jewel.
Yeah, I get it.
Fashionably sensitive, but come on.
If you would have done her shitty
Call
voice,
in. That was funny.
Call in. If you would have done her shitty voice along with it, then yeah, I would have.
What do you want me to do?
Who will say?
Yeah, but you're not doing that. Do sensitive, but you can't.
No, I don't remember the cadence. No, I don't remember it that well.
In case you got to notice.
How deep did you get into Jewel's catalog?
Deep enough.
I guess. I mean, I don't. That's
deep
all I
in
know.
my heart.
That's all I know of her is the "Who will save your soul" thing with those fucked up teeth. She still hasn't fixed that grill of hers.
No. She's got a bunk grill, dude, but
socialized healthcare in Canada sucks dick.
Well, that'd be a good joke if she was from Canada.
Isn't she?
She is from Alaska.
She's
fucking thing. An American.
Same thing, dog. How's it going, Agent D-Bone? What's going on, man?
He knows. He's
Sexy
calling
boys.
in. He's saying this is, obviously Jules an American.
Okay.
You tried to call her Canadian, dude.
Okay, Alaska and Canada. Okay, what the fuck ever, dude.
You're in Alaska, you're American, and you're just fucking chopping shit down, dude.
What the fuck's going on in Alaska?
Heard what I said?
How did anyone find her in Alaska to begin with? What talent agent, what scout is going out there and being like, oh, this plain looking broad?
Her family, which also does that Alaska, the last frontier, like that thing.
The yodeling?
Yeah. They're wealthy, but they also have that show on Discovery Channel. But prior to that, their net worth was very high.
How do you know this much about this woman?
What do you mean?
Where did you learn that? I had no idea.
It's derivative. It's derivative from the actual show itself. You've seen the show, right? Alaska, the last frontier.
Jules' family has a show?
Jules' family has a show. She and her dad sing the song.
Ew.
The intro song.
Ew. That's so fucking stupid. And no one gives a shit about what's happening in Alaska, what people are hoarding canned foods.
Dog, it's been on for years at this point. I'm not saying it's good, but yeah, I think she's pretty. She had some sexiness to her, dude.
Alaska hasn't been relevant since Palin's daughter got knocked up with that waterhead.
Nailing Palin, dude.
Her daughter was definitely a goer. She wasn't. I mean, whatever. I would have given her a pass.
I was going to say, you would have banged her too.
I would have banged her, whatever.
Yeah.
Wait. We need to check and see how old she is. She's of age now, right?
Yeah, she's of age now.
Because at the time, wasn't it dicey? Was she an adult when she got knocked
but
up?
She's definitely an adult at this point.
Well, I'm just hedging my bets over here, dude. I'm not out here trying to look like, some kind of guy.
You're hedging something.
Edging something. I'm just edging.
No, you're not.
Just edgy. The edge master. Now you got it. I did have a tiny little. I had a tiny little '90s crush on Jewel.
Okay, I thought that was going somewhere else. I had a tiny little. I'm with you. Okay,
that's just obvious.
Oh,
that's just obvious.
Okay, sorry.
But no, I don't know. I
think she had some sex appeal, just like Fiona Apple had sex appeal.
Oh, that was different though. She was a dirty
for sure.
bitch.
It's different. For sure, it's different. But there is that fringe sexual attraction comes from the same place. Whether it's a girl next door with fucked up teeth, or it's just this dirty bitch who is girl.
I was careless with a delicate man.
She's just fucking crawling at 75 pounds.
Oh God, yeah. What a awesome
Carson Daly,
video.
call in if you know.
Did he bang her?
We dated her for a long time.
Good boy, dude. Yeah. I love a pasty, emaciated, like daddy's issues woman like that.
That bitch was dirty.
Love that shit, dude.
But I'll tell you this. I mean, okay, I don't want to be creeping, but
you're just too late.
That volleyball video.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The Italian.
There was some tight butts in that, dude.
Yeah, if you guys want a nice visual treat, you need to find what was it? The Italian.
Come on, dude. This was on the front page of YouTube.
Was it Italian women's pole vaulting or something like that?
What? Yeah. Oh my God, dude.
That cameraman knew what he was doing.
He was up to no good.
What a gig,
up
too.
Up to no good. Just saying.
What a gig to have. Like, if you got to be there to film the shit.
Guy. I mean, it's a great gig to have, but I don't want to be the creep, filming these broads.
Yeah, but I mean, it's your job.
Someone's... Some of those boots.
You're just a ghoul. You're a fucking scumbag.
Dude, that was an amazing video.
It was the best video. And again, the pasty chick is the one that, she had the most going on in terms of,
Yep.
Baggage, maybe? Or what would you call that? She was a roomie.
I don't know where you're going with that.
The girl had ass.
Yeah.
She had the most ass. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it was nice. They all had it going on. There's a lot of stuff going on, but that's out in the pole vaulting world.
We need to dial it back, though, because...
We're stone cold feminists here, and we're calling you out.
That's fair. I want to
school. You can get a doggy style, you can get a ling on your side. Those are your only choices. This is my house, and I get to say.
That can't be on YouTube.
I'm sorry, what were you saying?
I went to school with a chick that was a very good pole vaulter.
Really?
Like won states and stuff.
Was she a roomie?
I'm not going to dox her with her name.
Her dad was physical address.
Her dad was actually a weatherman on TV. Want school? Public school.
That's got to be a shitty job being a weatherman.
I don't know. Don't care. But
moving right along.
I remember being on the bus with this broad, and she was always super nice, but she had these fucking shoulders that were broad as fuck. She was ripped, dude. She was ripped, dude. She's just pole vaulting over fucking 14 feet shit and stuff. But that's my experience with pole vaulting women.
Well, that's a thing.
She was way more ripped and jacked than those chicks in that video.
Well, yeah,
she was like she looked like a fucking Olympian, just like.
Well, that's the thing. When you get into Olympic athletes and stuff like that, when it comes to female athletes, there's a very, very thin line between too muscular and just right.
Oh, it was insane. This was insane. Like, it's like you would not want to have a relationship with her because she would.
Why? Because for fuck's sake.
Well,
why? Because you hit women and you don't want somebody. You don't want somebody to be able to defend themselves against your.
No, but it's like she rip your dick off like a stalk of celery.
Why is that where you go to in your mind? What does What reason does she have to rip your dick off?
No reason. But she.
What?
Yes, she was not very attractive, but I'm sure she was attractive to some people.
It made you question shit about yourself, didn't it? You were like, she's broad shoulders and whatever.
No.
See myself, maybe.
She's very nice and stuff, but she was jacked and pole vaulting. That's my experience with pole vaulting women. Like I said, nothing like that video.
Yeah, that video was just I don't know.
That video was just a thirst trap. That is a pole vault thirst trap.
But
sports thirst. That's a sports thirst. What did we talk about today? We talked about thirst traps.
Take a second to breathe.
This is sports thirst traps, dude. So now we even have sports thirst traps in the conversation. We've got asexual thirst traps such as sports. Well, no, that's sexual. Well.
Oh yeah. I guess in the context that we're talking about it, you're right.
There's all these subcategories of thirst traps. We could have every episode on thirst traps. There needs to be a thirst trap segment with a good drop.
It just sucks that we already
write it down.
We could turn it into an actual segment. We could do that. It just sucks that we already used the episode title "Thirst Trap."
It doesn't matter. Now we got a thirst trap.
Thirstier traps.
Yeah.
Thirst quenched.
Parched traps.
I don't like any of these. All these are driving me closer to suicide. But I don't know.
The thing that something to help you out. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The thing that struck me with make sure I give you one of those real quick. Right. But the thing that got me about the pole vaulting thing was the fact that these chicks were all drop dead gorgeous and just super hot, but not a goddamn one of them could pole vault to save their lives. This had to have been a qualifier or something.
Worried. Yep. No one was worried about being good at pole vaulting.
So all the gross broads are over there with the fucking on the podium with the medals.
No one concerned about being a good pole vaulter. It was just about giving your best,
Just doing 110.
Just trying your best to, pole vault.
Speaking of trying your best, I remember my dad's reaction when fucking participation trophies became a thing. Like, we're part of the generation where, like, you and I probably... Did you ever do, like, Little League and shit like that? Like baseball or anything?
No. I played soccer at a young age.
Of course you did. I forgot you Ukrainian dirtbag.
No. I played club soccer. So...
Did you quit handling the microphone like it's a cop?
This is kind of my thing for live streams.
Fair enough.
You know?
Fair enough.
It's
It keeps
thing.
you mysterious like you like. Yeah. Adam angled the camera to where he was only like, that's why we're kind of off kilter with our camera angles. Adam had to have it to where his head was kind of lower to the bottom of the frame there because he said he wanted to be more mysterious when he's grabbing for his glasses of water.
Yeah, it's a mysterious act.
What's mysterious about it, and why does anyone care that you're trying to be mysterious?
Is his mouth dry? Wow.
No one's wondering that. If you grab for a glass of water and you take if you take a drink, obviously you were fucking thirsty. You wanted to quench your thirst. No, there's nothing mysterious about a man drinking water on a live stream.
Daddy gets thirsty.
Daddy gets thirsty too, and I take a sip of water and I keep on going and I don't make a thing of it.
Problem is these sips of water are diminishing.
Well, yeah, that's because you got a fucking cocktail glass. What is this, Saturday Night Fever?
You said go into the dishwasher. There was no big glasses in the dishwasher.
Then you look in the cupboard where there's big glasses.
Come on, what am I doing here?
You've been coming here for how long?
There should be a goddamn glass right here filled with water, chilled, for my consumption.
You know what? You're a professional. You're a talented man. You deserve just that. So next week when executive intern Logan returns to us and returns to the show, I'll make sure he's got one ready for you.
Well,
we got to start being harder on this kid.
No. Well, all I'm saying is I need some chilled water, but
room temperature is not good enough for you?
I'm not a big dude.
What are you doing?
It's for the show.
You're just kicking trash around.
No, but
it's for the show.
My big thing is sparkling water, dude. I could drink it nonstop.
Yeah, that's why you're always having
from a tap.
That's why you're always having those stress pisses and pissing out kidney stones and shit and tearing up your urethra.
It's not because of sparkling water. Sparkling water has nothing to do with it.
You live at altitude, you don't hydrate enough, and then you're over here drinking sparkling water.
I hydrate a lot. I drink a lot. I drink almost a gallon of water a day.
Now, hold on. For clarification, you're talking about flavored sparkling water, right?
No.
Oh, no? Sorry, I take back what I said then. No. I'm done.
Strictly just the bubbles, meaning Pellegrino, stuff like that.
Fair
we
enough.
used to drink that stuff all the time.
Oh, fuck. I forgot about it.
And stuff.
I had another embarrassing masturbatory incident happen to me last night, and I totally forgot to bring it up on the show, but...
How do you have weird masturbatory things?
I don't know, man. All right, so it seems to be a pretty normal thing in my life, but this is right up there with the cum razor blade, in my opinion, because I just look like a turkey doing it. I was all right. I'm just gonna tell the story. This is embarrassing. I was laying in bed last night and I could not sleep. Like I told you, I was excited for today. I was excited to do the show, and I couldn't sleep. I get that like kid before Christmas. That kind of like excitement, and then of course because I'm always so unsure of myself, I get a little bit of anxiety, and I'm like, oh, Dad's right, you fucking suck, and I'm just like, I'm over here talking myself out of it, but I'm like, all right, I can't sleep, and normally what I'll do is I'll have a cigarette or something like that, and then I'll scrap one off real quick, and it just makes me feel relieved, like I just go to sleep, like I'm tired at that point, and I can't fight it. Very like stereotypical male shit.
Sure.
So I'm laying in bed and I had kind of dozed off, but then I wake up and it's like 4 a.m. I cannot get back to sleep. Finally, like an hour goes by and I'm like, God damn it, I'm going to have to jack off and put myself out. So you know how I do. I went and got a clean sock out of my laundry because I'm a man of taste. And I like to finish.
What are you talking about?
I like to finish in a soft, non-coarse thing. I don't like tissue paper, and I don't like toilet paper. This is too much, dude. Because it's too coarse.
This is too much, dude.
Well, so I'm laying on my back, and
why just grab some paper towels?
It's too rough. I don't like that. That's not what
toilet
am I?
Paper.
What am I, a monster?
Toilet paper. You clean up. Bloop, right down the toilet.
No, I'm not coming over the
you're
toilet
right.
either.
Okay, yeah, coming to a sock. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, what am I standing up? I don't stand up to jack off either. Like what kind of masturbatory practices do you have? Anyway, I'm laying on my back, and so I pop on some T-girls, and I'm over here and I'm working myself over, right? And it's taking a little bit longer than usual to finish. So I start getting there and everything, and I'm like, okay, where's the sock? I gotta locate the sock, and I have form to it that it's like a kind of like a grab and twist up to get all of it and stuff like that. But I fucked up because normally I'm at a different angle when I do that, and so when I did it and I was on my back, I basically just blammed all over myself. I glazed myself like up to my nipples.
That's what you get. That's what you get. You play with fire. You play with garbage.
It's playing
like
with
that.
cum.
Yeah, you were being fast and loose with cum, dude. You cannot be doing this fucking... You're 31 years old, allegedly, right?
Yes.
You can't be coming in the socks at this time in your life, dude.
What am I supposed to be coming in?
Toilet paper.
Toilet paper? That's in short supply, dog. What, you out here wasting money?
First of all, that's a good joke that would have worked 2 months ago. No one's in short supply of toilet paper.
It's a good point.
So
it's a very good point. Very good point. I'm kind of behind in the times in that regard.
Yeah, you take a couple squares. You can spare a square. Good Seinfeld reference there.
Continue.
No, I mean, that's all you need. What do you do? You're wasting the sock, dude. Socks
all
are
right.
meant to be comfortable. Dog, look at these socks. I take care of good. Look at these. These are great.
Yes, I see your horrific Adidas socks inside your horrific New Balances. You look like a confused pedophile wearing those.
Well, I'll tell you this.
I keep feeling like I have
These
a boogie,
New Balance
but I can't
shoes.
tell. Do I have a boogie? No?
I don't see anything.
Don't lie to me. I'm cool? Well, it's okay. If you can't see it, then I don't care. Whatever.
No, you're good.
Sweet. I just don't want to, I don't want to look like a goose. That's my biggest concern. I don't want to look like a goose. But anyway, so I came all over myself.
Okay.
I've never done that before. But it completely missed the sock. Like I was looking at the sock to be like, oh God, where is it? And it was like all over me, and the sock wasn't enough. So long story short, I had to waste more time washing myself off and all this other crap.
You're playing fast and loose with socks, dude. Stop. Put the socks away. Go to the goddamn the disposables, all right? I don't care if it's paper towels.
I have a specific sock for coming in. Or multiple socks, rather. I have like 3 or 4 different socks.
Basically, you're using all your socks. There's no point.
I'm not using all my socks.
Don't abuse your socks, dude.
I'm not abusing all my socks.
Good point. You are abusing some. Stop abusing your socks. Move on. Use some kind of a disposable tissue. Stop it. Stop.
Isn't that more wasteful? I'm doing it sustainably.
With what's wasteful or what's not wasteful.
I'm jacking off sustainably.
No. You're going to be... No.
That's just the same as buying carbon offsets. I'm actually doing more than most people are.
No. I'm going to be honest with you.
I'm better than most people.
You've got to stop. You have to get some goddamn just disposable stuff.
You really think I'm going to stop coming into socks just because you told me to? If anything, those socks don't know we're about to hit them now.
It upsets
I'm about to turn this shit to 11.
It upsets me.
That's the thing that I don't understand, is that it upsets you so much, and I don't understand why. Like, it's me, it's my seed, and I'm putting it into a nice soft environment that then gets washed and dried and reused. Not like I'm blasting.
It never gets washed.
It always gets washed.
It never gets washed.
What do you think? I got glass socks and shit?
To the fullest.
Now you're splitting hairs again.
I'm not splitting hairs.
What do you mean doesn't get washed to the fullest?
Once a sock has cum in it, it's not the same. It's never the same whether you wash it in the best washer on the planet Earth. Dude.
You realize you're talking about socks as if they're rape victims?
No. What I'm talking about socks as, this is an important part of your outfit. It supports your feet. Dude.
You're humanizing socks.
You want your feet in something nice and comfy, no cum ever has been spilt in them.
What does it matter? It's going on your feet.
Oh, you don't treat your feet good, dude. That's why. You're not
Fuck
treating
my
your
feet.
good. Exactly. There you go.
What are my feet doing?
You just don't treat your feet good.
What am I supposed to do with
That's
them,
it.
dude? What am I
Treat 'em
supposed to
good.
do with them?
You get when you're in the shower. When you're soaping up? Do you go in between all your toes and stuff?
Not every time.
Okay, that's perfect. Prime case. You got to take care of your feet, dude.
My feet are never that dirty. I'm a clean
my
man.
feet aren't dirty either, but you got to take care of your feet. Anyone will tell you that.
How long have you been harboring this weird passion for feet?
Not into feet. Don't look
No,
into
I'm
it
not
that
talking
much.
about on a sexual
I'm not
level.
sexually into feet.
You're like
or
a
nothing,
social worker for
but
feet.
you've got to take care of your feet. It's important.
What am I doing that's not taking care of them?
Well, one, you said you don't wash them every day.
I shower every day. They get soap and water on them every day.
In the shower, you get in there and you rub between your feet, your toes.
Dog,
and
you
everything.
are a sociopath. I
You
don't know
have to do
anyone
that.
that fucking.
If you're not washing your feet like
meticulously
that
goes
every day, then that's not good. You got to take care of your feet.
You have absolutely zero credentials backing up that claim.
You're right. yeah, you're right. So
I'm just saying. Then how do you get off with such passion when it comes to this matter?
You're on them all day, dude. You're walking around. You're doing all this stuff. You're just missing your feet. Your feet. You got to give your feet more credit. Give your feet more credit. What do I care? You're treating your feet like a whore. You're coming in your socks. You're putting them on. You're giving your feet some fucking second class treatment, dude, by putting a sock that once came in on your feet.
Oh, no worries, Rabbi. Good to have you, man. How are you? But no, you can't. You're never going to convince me that I'm doing anything wrong to my feet.
Look, you're treating your feet like trash, dude.
No, I'm not. Like, I wear clean socks. I have.
You're not.
I have
If there has
specific
been
socks.
semen spilt in those socks, they're never the same.
I told you.
You ever come on a towel? That towel's ruined for the rest of its life.
Also not true.
100% true.
Also, no, it's
I'm
not.
a washing guy. I know. I'm obsessed with washing stuff. It's never the same.
We're starting to move past humor here, and I'm starting to get fucking angry at you. There's no.
It's true. Call in. You know.
There's no calling in. There's going to be a dead co-host. But and don't take that as a threat. Please don't swat us. That'd be really funny. Like second stream ever, we get swatted.
Oh, there's nothing to swat here. So
Stray bullet fucking flies down the street, hits Skylar in Oklahoma.
no.
But I told you before, you're also missing some of the details. Like whenever I come into a sock, it's a sock I specifically have for that purpose. It's
But
not
you're
something
putting it
I
on your
wear.
feet.
No, I don't wear the cum socks. I told you that.
Then you are wasting. You're still wasting socks.
How?
That
What else
could
am I
be-
going to do with it?
That is built for being on your foot.
I don't like the socks that I come in. They're old socks that you normally have a hole in the heel or something like that. They're impractical to wear.
This conversation's futile, dude. I don't have time to waste about your fucking disgusting habits.
I'm not particularly thrilled with your advocacy for foot treatment either.
You're right. I know. I'm advocating something crazy. Take care of your feet. Wash your feet.
I'm not
You're
saying...
coming in socks. What are you talking about? This is apples and oranges.
Yes, I'm coming on my socks, but I'm not coming on my feet.
It's a disgusting habit. You should have never. I don't care if 99% of the people will say that they come in the socks.
I think 99% of people come into worse things than socks. I'm doing it the sustainable way. I'm doing it the way that feels the best to me personally. And I don't see anything wrong with it because I wash them, I reuse them. I'm not wasting paper. I'm not having a crazy impact on the environment, except for the water I waste to wash the cum out of my socks. Where else shall a gentleman spill thine seed?
Toilet paper,
No.
paper towels,
No.
Kleenexes, whatever you
Nope.
want to do. You wipe it up a little, and then you flush it. You could throw it out.
First of all, I want to inform you about certain...
You know what, dude?
Shut up. First of all, I want to inform you about certain types of Kleenex. If you are going to come into certain types of Kleenex, guess what, dude?
I wouldn't
the
recommend
ones that,
Kleenex.
Well,
I know, medicated or whatever ones. Yeah.
Well, some of them will burn your pee-pee.
Okay.
It's all fun and games till the pee-pee gets burned. But
then use toilet paper. Boop. That's it.
All right, I think what's going to happen here, we're at an impasse. The cum sock debate, we never gain any ground with it every time we bring it up, and it's just becoming a thing now.
I just don't get it. I
It's a-
don't get it, dude. I don't get it. It's an act of savagery, and it's fucked up.
Well, the topic at large is just serving as a fulcrum between you and I. I don't like your stance. You don't like mine. Why don't we just go ahead and disband the no, just
That's it. Let's call it.
we did a real live witnessing of a breakup, second stream in over cum socks. But the whole thing was my story about me glazing myself last night and having to stay up even longer because I had to wash myself, and it was a whole ordeal, and I still couldn't sleep. I fell asleep at like 7 a.m. and then I woke up at like 11, and you were already driving down here. So, I had to wash. This was really shitty too. Is like I had to wake up and wash dry seed off of me. It's not, when
You're reaching Jim Norton territory at this point.
yeah, well, there's a lot of congruencies in our lifestyles, but I was just gonna say it's one of those things where you're right. Yes, as a 31-year-old man, sometimes like you experience these.
You can't be
things.
coming in the socks. There's no conversation about this. We're done.
I know, that's what I was getting ready to concede.
We're
you
done.
Fuck.
Good. Move on.
Go fuck your mother, dude. How about you go kill yourself?
Charlie M. Oh, sorry. There's no drop for that.
You can't say shit like that out of context because the listener doesn't know what the fuck you're talking about.
They will.
Unless they randomly pick up on a casino reference, a 2-second casino reference.
Oh, it's a famous casino reference.
Scorsese's not that big of
Charlie
a
M.
deal. You make me pop your fucking eye out to protect that fuck. His little angry voice, dude. It's like, it's so scathing, but at the same time, God, did he cast just a perfect depiction of a sociopath. That pen scene. I know we keep talking about it, but like that pen scene when he's just stabbing that guy over nothing, over just telling De Niro to stick it up his ass.
That guy got pen 15 for sure, dude. Like he. Oh no, maybe it was like. Beep, beep, beep,
I think
beep,
it was
beep,
like
beep.
this.
Oh, what was it like? Oh, yeah. It's a great drop.
I'm really bad at I'm really bad at the weird angle that the
You're not a
soundboard's
Jordan.
at. No, it's true. I'm coming into my own as a broadcaster. It's going to take time. Socks feel good on my feet, not sure about on my cock. Well, you have one person on your team.
There we go.
About time, though.
Call in.
It's literally been this debate's been raging for fucking years now, and usually everybody's
Civilized human beings agree.
But usually everybody's
on
against
this
Adam.
topic.
That's not true. Most people are like, yeah, coming in socks rules. You know what, Rabbi?
Why does coming in socks rule?
Because it feels the best. And actually, Rabbi, do me a favor, dude. We can come back and we'll ask you next week, but like, dude, just try it. Like, jack off and
Don't
finish
try
into
it.
a
Don't
sock.
ruin a sock.
Don't interrupt me. I'll mute you, dude. I'll mute
Don't
you fast.
ruin a
I'll put you
sock.
on a fiver.
Don't
You
ruin
want a
a sock.
fiver? You want to go on a fiver?
Don't ruin it. Don't ruin the sock.
That's a test run, dude.
Oh.
No, just come in a sock one time,
Don't do
please, and report back to us, because I just want you to try it. He's coming from a perspective that he hasn't tried it yet. He's unsure. He's not sure that it'll feel cool, but I'm telling you, somebody has tried it. Adam's never tried it. Adam's never done it. He's never done it, so he can't really speak on it. You can't be an authority on the matter. You've never done it. You see what I'm saying? So, Rabbi, don't jump to conclusions.
A waste of a sock.
I was late, like your sister. That's true. They have kids.
There you go.
Actually, both of our, all of our
True.
sisters have kids.
Yeah.
Bunch of hoes.
Yeah, that's true.
Grew up with a bunch of hoos. That's one thing, dude. I'm so glad I wasn't born a woman, because like as shameless as I am, I know for a fact I would have been knocked up at like 12. I would have done it for something stupid too. I'd be like, yo, Xbox 360's coming out. Maybe I
Nintendo Wii.
throw you some puss. You know, you make a comer, I make a come up. Get the Xbox going. Move the bag out of the way. You really are a sociopath, dude. You want just more fucking sound effects? Unnecessary clutter? I like you got the shoes on.
Yeah, they're clean shoes.
We walked to the liquor store and back, dude.
is
They're
true.
not clean shoes.
You're right.
I've seen the demographic that walks through that area.
No, you're right. They're not clean shoes. You're not sitting in this chair. What does it matter?
That's true. That's intern Logan's chair. You can take a shit on that chair. Make him clean it up.
No, these shoes are clean. Nothing to worry about.
He would hate us, man, if we did that shit. I'd love to. I'm really excited about the closet time thing.
Wait, I don't want to.
What? Okay, well now it's up against the table.
No, it's not.
You really are a problem.
Well, I didn't want to. This was being stopped from rotating.
It's
Now it's rotating over this way.
Yeah. That's really smart, dude.
I mean, it's still gonna hit me every once in a while.
Oh shit, yeah. So this is another good debate too. So knee highs or ankle socks, it's always going to be ankle socks, but in wintertime it doesn't really matter.
Here's another thing. Are we talking?
Oh yeah, also we need to get into the white sock thing. No
Thank
white
you.
socks. Do not wear white socks. You look like a baloney boy. I don't know what else to say other than like just as long as it's not white socks,
Black
we're
socks,
cool.
gray socks,
But
something, man.
ankle socks, right though?
Yeah.
Overall.
Well, I'm sporting some Adidas ones.
Yeah, actually I can't talk either because I've got these like I was telling
Is this
Adam.
on the camera? I can't tell.
Wait. Yeah, you can see him. But I was telling Adam, like, because Adam's got the Adidas on, and then I'm wearing these I'm cheating on my wife with my secretary socks on. I look like Gordon Gekko over here with my fucking douchebag socks.
You gotta get those sock things.
Hey, what's going on, Mark? How's it going, man? What do you mean?
Brother man.
What do you mean? What sock things?
Oh, I'll just watch myself. Okay, people can see.
Yeah, quit looking at yourself.
Call in.
Just stop calling. No, don't call.
No white socks. That's all I'm saying.
Quit fucking with the boom.
No.
You're inconvenient. You're an inconvenient, uncomfortable man, and you got terrible hair plugs.
I don't have hair plugs. This hair is gorgeous.
It's a bad toupee. I've seen ventriloquist dummies with better hair than you.
It's a lie.
It is a good haircut. I find myself getting jealous sometimes.
I don't have a haircut. I haven't got my haircut in 10 years.
Well, your hair sits well then because I find myself getting jealous sometimes. I've got this crazy fucking like wig, this curly ass wig, and sometimes you want straight hair because it's just a little easier to deal with.
Everyone wants nice, straight,
That's not true.
full hair.
Not true at all.
It's gorgeous.
People
Look at this.
People covet my hair. People covet my hair.
Howard Stern covets your hair, dude.
Cheap shot, but no, he doesn't. And
Not a cheap shot.
see how like this is the look of a man who's about to lose a friend. Shut the fuck up. Stop fiddling with the mic, dude. What is wrong with you?
This is raw, dude. This is raw. I'm going to clap back at you. This is raw. This is raw. Okay. This is raw, dog.
I hope you're
This
killed
is
on
raw.
the way home tonight.
All right.
I hope Adam pulls into his fucking stupid driveway and that insane neighbor of yours walks up and shoots you in the chest. I hope he just goes, "Have a good day." Yeah, me too. Just some stupid silly one-liner. It's the last thing you ever hear before you're shot to death, you idiot.
No. False.
I don't like the I don't like that there's nothing we can really do about that guy. I don't like that we can't.
Clap back.
Shut up. I don't like that.
I know. What are you going to do?
Well, like I want to at least be able to pull off pranks and stuff, but because you guys have had such public falling out issues and all kinds of crap deliveries getting delivered to the wrong house, and Adam literally got this dude's entire grocery order for free, and because he told Amazon, because Amazon was like, they said like, won't you just run it next door to him, right? That's the first thing they said.
Nah, I don't like this guy's a piece of shit. I'm not bringing it over.
Yeah, so they just let him keep it
They're like,
for free.
Keep it. I'm like, well, and they're like, oh no, he'll call in when he doesn't get it. Like they didn't give a turkey about nothing.
Yeah,
So
that
like,
was
whatever. This is free food, and we tried.
But the best part about it all is the fact that weeks went by, and during your next public outburst and fight with this guy, he brings it up.
He does.
He had been stewing on it for weeks,
You
dude.
know, he was stewing. He works 3 days a week. The rest of the week, he doesn't do anything but sit in that house by himself.
What did I say he
He's
was
got
doing?
No friends. Oh, I don't know. What?
Didn't I say he was like, what did I say he was doing? Fuck, because he never dresses up or anything for work, right? He's always just wearing like normal ass clothes.
I don't know. I don't see him leave or not. I don't pay attention enough to do that, but
Grocery fraud is grimy. That's awesome.
grocery fraud.
Oh shit, Mark says back to work. You can't even get a damn haircut in PA. Fuck governor. Starbucks is more essential than a hairdresser making a living.
There you go.
Oh yeah, Starbucks is open over there, aren't they? That is weird. That's like
essential, man. Big business essential.
Yeah,
but you can't get your haircut. You need a haircut.
Yeah.
You need a haircut.
You do. I don't. I look awesome.
I don't
every day.
need a haircut.
I look fucking amazing.
No. I mean I would appreciate a haircut. I'll go get a haircut.
I know people very close to me in my life that have been like,
I mean, yeah.
it's like she cuts hair on the low, and it's almost like the shop is like
down low.
Well, yeah, it's like the shop is like a speakeasy. It's weird. We've gone all 1920s with these fucking corona mandates and all this other shit. People are having to operate on the low.
Down low brothers, dude.
You're a download, brother. I'm not a download, brother. Well, never mind. I just talked about coming on myself after popping up some T-girls.
Yeah, you're not selling yourself.
No, I'm going to die alone. But
So,
hey, that's the thing. As long as the grid doesn't go down, I always have access to the internet. I'll be all right. Your boy will hang in there.
yeah.
Until one day, like I just, maybe everything crash and burns. I find myself a little leather belt that'll fit through the slats of my loft bed here. You find me a little...
Yeah, it won't hold your...
Adam said if he found me dead in my room, he'd take all my shit and just bounce out.
Like, well, gotta go.
I wouldn't put it past you.
Well, I mean...
Will you please quit touching the mic? What the fuck's wrong with you, dude? You don't hear the little tinging noises and shit? What? Yeah, exactly. So what are you doing?
It's part of a live show, dude. It's edgy, man.
There's nothing edgy about it. It's just annoying. And it's
all edge, dude.
It's all edge and no substance.
It's all edge.
You deserve to be shot in the... Okay. Only reason to get a haircut is if you're a lesbian. Good point,
There you go.
Rabbi.
There you go.
Yeah, point
Fucking
taken.
A, dude.
Point taken. Brooks was here. Exactly. Mark knows what's the deal. I would carve that too. I'd do the little Brooks was here
What are
thing
you
behind
carving
me.
in metal?
No, you carve it into
No
the
one's gonna
sheet.
read it, Rick.
I'll carve it over your stupid face on that fucking poster, dude.
Fine,
See
no
how
one's
fucking
gonna
cool
read
you
it.
look
I'm
there?
gonna grab everything else in this room. Get the fuck out of here.
I hope a fucking cement truck runs a light
I'll
on the way
take
home.
everything of value so it gets carried on, but
You also have to take one of my cum socks too and trick somebody so that I can carry on
No.
my seed. I got to carry on my lineage.
it's not gonna happen.
These fucking terrible genetics. Hey, how'd you like a 15-year-old's body with a curly fucking mob top? Well, I'll take it.
Yeah. Well,
No, I can't be all down on myself like that. I do like to bash myself a lot, but, in reality, when I wake up and I look in the mirror, I'm like, thank God I'm not all these other people. Because I'm fucking, compared to you anyway, I'm gorgeous.
wow. Oof, okay.
You're like a strong 5.
Call in, people. We know the real answers.
Yeah, let's have all the dudes that are watching call in and
Yep.
fucking start judging us.
Hey,
Or just, it would be a bunch
score's a score, dude.
The thing would be is like it'd just be a bunch of people calling in and being like, yeah, you do the belt thing.
Yeah, probably that'll be a lot. They'll be heavily encouraged, I'm sure.
Well, what are you gonna do?
I don't know. Call in.
You and your call in. And it will be a possibility though for future shows, everyone. Eventually we're just gonna migrate over.
We're gonna
here.
get a dedicated
You go.
T1. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
Like I was saying,
Yep.
we're gonna be migrating over here to YouTube because what's happening is hopefully this week the new computer gets here and then we can have executive intern Logan back in here. And what we'll do is during the show, we're just probably I think my idea was to just have Logan field calls as we're going. So we'll probably just end up using like Discord. We'll get the Brass Tacks Discord built out a little bit more. Just there'll be like a dedicated section that's just for like calling in during the live shows. But hopefully starting either next week or the week after, all of our shows going forward will be live and thus much more interactive because I do enjoy when the listeners join in and have their say about things. Generally because I'm vindicated a lot of the time. But today
You are never vindicated about any of the things we've ever talked about.
Constantly vindicated.
I would say probably 90% of the time, I'm being vindicated on everything we're talking about.
In what fucking reality is that happening? You've lost 2 out of 3 cum sock battles. Just over public opinion.
There's no question about cum socks, dude.
Obviously there is.
People are moving on. It's not real. It's not a thing. You're trying to invent a thing. No one's coming into socks. And if you are, change your ways quick because you're doing a disservice to socks.
Don't listen to him.
So.
Adam's been actively doing a disservice to the human race for his entire life, so don't listen to what he's saying.
Yeah.
Fucking bag of shit. Look at you. And what were you going to say? What were you even interrupting me in that thing for? You were saying something about a T-bird or like a fucking T-girl or something?
No, a T1 line. Connection.
That was going to be your fucking...
Yeah, we got a T1 installed. We're gonna get that, because you were talking about these upgrades you're getting. Like,
I thought for real though. I thought when I interrupted you, I was like immediately kind of like I was like, oh fuck, I shouldn't have interrupted his interruption because I thought you were gonna say something about T-girls again.
No.
I'm alone in that corner.
Low hanging fruit.
Yeah, that's true.
Point in case.
I'm just a sitting fruit.
Yeah, it's low hanging.
Wish you were hanging.
Yeah. Well.
Dude, I swear to God, I know you're not doing it on purpose.
No, I'm trying to move around, be flexible.
This is why Adam's parents' marriage didn't make it. As soon as Adam hit the scene, that was it.
Hey, this is live, dude. We're trying to keep it raw, dude.
Yeah, you can keep it raw by it's the fuck ups,
dude.
It's the fuck ups. It's
Raw,
the natural,
dude.
like odd
Raw.
moments.
Raw. People know. People like it raw.
You just repeat yourself over and over again.
Like it raw. ODB liked it raw.
Again with the low hanging fruit.
Dirty dog, dude.
Bless up. Rest in peace. Bless up. Bless up.
You need to have that drop. There's a lot of blessing up.
I still feel like a goose for saying Frank Willard instead of Fred Willard.
I feel bad about it, but everyone knew.
I would hope so. Yeah, see, look at what you're doing. Rabbi, yeah, we like once we start doing like instead of these live hangouts, when the new computer gets here and intern Logan's back in the studio and stuff like that, we're gonna be doing our shows all live. It's always gonna be live now. But what we're doing is we're just gonna have a section of our Discord, the Brass Tacks Discord, is gonna be just for call-ins. So anyone that's watching, you can just go to the Discord and then we'll take calls and stuff like that, and we'll have intern Logan field the calls and stuff like that. So he'll probably chat back and forth, get an idea of what you want to talk about, and then bring you in. A little too drunk, a little too raw. Adam's the only drunk amongst us. Adam's got
amongst us.
Yeah, you're the.
There's two people in this room.
That's what I'm saying.
Amongst us.
Yeah, you're amongst us. Well, it's not technically just us. It's the people watching too. Like we have to.
Everyone else that's listening drinks alcohol, so
probably on opioids, to be quite honest.
Well,
I want to pubes.
Well, if that's the case, I feel bad for you. Bless up on that.
Got 99 problems with the pews, ain't one.
Yeah, thank God. It's not real. God, that is.
Oh, careful. Taking hard stances on God.
It's a hard take.
Might lose our
hard take.
That's our main demographic, is the religious sect.
Yeah, it's a thing. Atheism.
Rest in purr. Rabbi, you are a character, sir. Definitely going to be interesting to, if you ever want to call in the future, it'll be interesting to get to know you more.
Call in?
Stop telling people to fucking call in.
I'm getting them acclimated to the notion of, hey, call in. So that's what it's about. So
fair enough. I think you just like saying it.
I do. That's actually the main reason.
Did you say eat my ass at the end of the...
I did not.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of just other stuff at this point. I can't be thinking of variants of ass eating.
Well, as an artist, I get it. You like to conceptualize and bring something back that's fresh.
Yeah, I spin the top.
I've often
keep spinning,
Past few episodes, I've toyed with not saying go fuck your mother anymore. I don't know. I feel like
it's a tough trap. It's a thirst trap to get caught in. I don't want to get caught in that kind of thirst trap.
Cool that if it's just a trap, but double meaning, double guns, but whatever. All I'm saying is, make it do what it do, whatever.
Okay.
I got the cotton mouth like a motherfucker, dude.
Yeah. So getting pretty sore on this chair.
Oh, is it finally starting to wear out on you?
Well, I'll say it's definitely a huge upgrade compared to that.
Yeah.
But we've done like 2.5 hours at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, 2.5 hours is about where the cushion starts to like kind of wear out, and then your ass falls asleep.
I just feel like I'm sitting on fucking cardboard or something.
Yeah, that's essentially what's going on down there. That's why I had to get rid of that chair. But I'll tell you right now, the new one that I bought, I don't know what this company is. It's Respawn. I'll tell you right now.
That's edgy.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, I mean, dude, that's the thing. You look up any type of computer chair that's not like a generic one like that. They all have these edgy names to them and shit like that, and they all look the same. It's the weirdest shit. But I'll say right now, I've had this chair for like a month, and the cushioning on it is already like wearing out. I've actually ordered another.
What's with cushioning, dude?
Well, that's where they get you. It's like it's a hand-in-hand operation going on. It's like they sell you this bill of goods that kind of rules for like a week or two. Then it shits out on you and you're like, fuck, I got to come up out of pocket again. You buy another cushion to go with it. Like I bought this like Tempur-Pedic ass pad thing. Mm-hmm. Looks really comfortable. It's got gel and all this other dumb shit on it. But it covers the entirety of, where I sit here. And it's like another 50 bones. So I think it's kind of like, it's kind of like what I used to see back in the hospital, how like surgeons would do these things where they'd bring another surgeon in. If like a particular surgeon hadn't had a certain amount of cases and wasn't making a certain amount of money, what these doctors will do is they'll allow each other to go into each other's procedures. And once a physician scrubs in for another physician's procedure, the insurance tacks on what's called a, what do they call that? It's like a, God damn it, there's a term for it that they use and the insurance company uses. But either way, it's basically a doctor coming in to give the procedure a second look, and there's a fee for that. And the insurance automatically tacks that on. And so they do that while the patient's unconscious on the table. They can do that as many times as they want and rack up this shit that your insurance usually covers it regardless. But still, it's a dirty thing to do because it fucks up the numbers.
Dog.
It's
dirty dog move, dude.
Yeah, you see a lot of that shit. Working in medicine, dude, it's literally like, I always say this a lot. Like it's like when I used to work in the restaurant industry and in the service industry and shit like that. You never really want to go into the back of these kitchens and stuff like that and see like the type of people and what's going on with your food and stuff like that because
you don't want to fucking know, dude.
Yeah, and I feel the same way about medicine.
It's a mess. Yep, it's the same thing. Agreed.
Yeah, like I thought
behind the scenes.
I thought the entire time, like from middle school to the end of high school, I thought for sure I wanted to be a doctor. And I would do all these like little like shadowing things, these intern things, and then eventually I worked as like a surgical aide or whatever the fuck. I found my badge the other day, and oh my god, did I have a lot more joy and wonder on my face than I do now. But dude, you just see all this. You see all this like shit that just doesn't quite. Yes, it is like a consultation, but they have like a term for it, and I forgot what the term was. But yes, that's closer.
Constipation?
Yeah, well, that's closer to what it actually is. But
constipation.
Shut up.
No,
it's not. No.
All right.
But yeah, I saw so many things and I learned so many things and I learned so many like dirty games that like I just didn't want to like play the game. You know what I mean? I didn't want it. I didn't want that to eventually be my life.
Your life, you wanted to be fuck the game. Don't let the game fuck you.
Well, yeah, that's generally the goal.
Follow the rules. Stay cool and rock jewels. It's lyrics to some song. I can't remember.
You happy with yourself?
No. There's a hot beat at some point.
Yes, agent. This thing is still going.
Yeah, for about another 8 minutes.
You're going to call it at an hour?
Yeah, dude, I'm dying on this chair, dude.
You do look really uncomfortable. Like as this thing progresses, your face gets redder and redder.
I'm like sitting over here,
Look like James Gandolfini in that chair. It gives you bad posture.
I'm gonna request some gabagool.
Request a fucking dirt nap.
Oh.
A very delicate heart condition. Oh, you need a gabagool.
Gabagool in Italy.
Yeah, that was a good episode, man. I love, that's the thing that kills me is like you watch TV from like the early 2000s and shit like that, especially Sopranos, and it's such a fucking like, it's such a caricature of Italians and stuff like that, and just the lines and no actual gangsters running around the city being like,
oh, my wife's cooking them a marigold.
Talking like that.
They were good, yeah.
Obviously, I'm sure there's some outliers there. There are some stereotypical people, but
it might have been true at that point.
You think so?
The gabagool factor might have been on point.
I'm just saying, the more as the world becomes more and more woke and all that dumb shit, it's like you kind of see different things and like different things that you see, and you're like, oh well, now they would be crucified for some shit like that, like that the King of the Hill episode where Bobby refers to this. I think it was just a cross-dressing dude. He did like drag and stuff like that, but Bobby calls him a shim.
Oh, I thought he was gonna call him Richard.
Okay. But no, it's one of those things where like sometimes you see things now, and I'm not even like I'm definitely not about censorship at any capacity unless you're calling for like violence or it's like just straight up racist like hate speech. I think anything flies except for that shit, you know, because it's just there's no logic in it and there's no real like point.
Yeah, I mean every speech just needs to be out there. Bad speech will get defeated by, you know, counterpoints.
That's true.
All speech has to be out there. And you got better speech, you clap back with something. Just clap, you go, this is what I have to say.
I hate that. I can't stand that.
These clapbacks. But honestly, all speech should be, I mean, anything should be on the table, and it should be able to be countered with other speech.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. That's a good, yeah, exactly. And then, get woke, go broke.
Yeah, exactly.
You ain't wrong. But
how many times have I've said that in the past couple days?
You've said it at least 738 times in the past 12 hours, let alone days.
Yeah, it's true. Get woke, you go broke, dude.
There's another popular saying. It's like once you go, what is it? I don't know. I'll think of it later. But another thing that I absolutely can't stand, aside from the clapping thing, when bitches be yelling at each other and they're just like, I hate when this is usually like younger people. Younger people will say the same thing over and over again. They just repeat themselves over and over again. It's like they go into this weird drone mode.
Rule number 1, you don't talk to younger people.
Well, I'm talking about like obviously nobody intentionally goes into an argument like looking for that to happen, but it's like you see, I've seen it even when I was a kid, like when people get in arguments on the bus and stuff like that. It's like they go into this weird thing where their brain's broken and they just start repeating the same thing. And you know that when both parties start just repeating the same thing over and over again and they're trying to yell over each other, you're literally just a stone's throw away from a fight breaking out. And then eventually it's just arms and hair pulling and all kinds of shit swinging around. I remember one time coming back from middle school, saw some titty.
What?
I saw some titty on the school bus. Because these two chicks, they were like high school chicks. I was in like 7th grade at the time. It was the greatest thing ever. I just remember it being one of the fucking coolest things ever. But and they weren't bad looking chicks either. It wasn't like there was two fucking slobs fighting over each other or fighting for whatever reason. But it was all over a boy, of course. These bitches, man, we got into my neighborhood and it was like a couple of stops away from where I get off. And so I knew their stop was coming up before mine. And they had been talking about how they were going to whoop each other's ass when they got off the bus.
Oh, no.
They did not wait. As soon as the bus stopped, they started fighting immediately. They're pulling hair, asses shaking all over the place. You know, there's some thongs are starting to poke out. I was just
about to say thongs are whale tailing out of control.
Yep. And then what happens? Chick stands up, gets ready to throw a punch. And as she's throwing a punch, the other chick, like, she's kind of like leaning down. She's like leaning up against one of the bus seats. She does this move where she reaches up to try to block the hit, and she ends up like scraping down the chick's arm like as the hit was coming in. She moves up and tried to pull her down with her, but what happened was she grabbed the shirt and just titty was everywhere. All over the place. Titty here, titty there. And then and the chick didn't lose her balance. She was just standing there, boobies out.
Well, yeah, and to be fair, this chick was 19 or 20 at the time, so that's fine.
False. But like I said, I was in like 7th grade, so this was super cool.
This is theater of the mind, but yeah.
Shut up. What an ass. But no, I mean, that's like one of the coolest possible things that can happen to you as a teenager, dude.
Right.
Like,
oh my God, that's a once in a lifetime.
Yeah? Is it? You want to knock on that mic?
Yeah. It's you got to get one that you can. There should make them where you can actually touch them.
Bus fights are so normal. Did a fake fight and the cops showed up. Yeah, I've been there, dude. Me and my friends, we staged a fight one time at the mall, and fucking security got all involved. And they were like, all right, well. and they waited for the cops to get there to like verify that we were all friends and shit.
Staged a fight?
Yeah, like we would just do this thing where like, you know, when people are walking by, you start pushing each other and you're like, oh yeah. And then instead of swinging at each other, you intentionally start missing and then you dance around. It's just like we were teenagers.
It's like capoeira.
Yeah, it's just like capoeira.
It's Brazilian. Look it up.
But no, we'd get in like stupid fake fights like that at the mall. And like, you know, they always bring in the heavies, you know, you can't have kids misbehaving. But yeah, the bus fight was really cool. And then I remember another, like, it was that same year. We were all hanging out outside of the skate park, and me and my friends, we found like a half pack of cigarettes. And we were like...
You're striking gold.
Well, dude, yeah, I mean, none of us had smoked or anything. I think one of our friends, he came from like, you know, the house where, you know, dad left a while ago and mom is more preoccupied with taking some D.
Right. Sorry.
He had smoked. And so, of course, like we're all sitting there. We walked to the rec center and we went to one of the baseball diamonds, and there was a little like these little like walk-in. You could piss in a trough and go back into the dugout and go play ball if you need to.
Yeah.
So we went to where the piss trough was, and I just remember like one of my buddies that had never smoked before. So the kid from the Broken Home, he's smoking like the kid from Stand By Me, you know, the kid that was also from a broken home. But he starts smoking, and he's like, "Oh yeah, this is smooth, man." He starts coughing. He puts the cigarette out and he's like, guys, I have asthma. And so I didn't even get to try smoking because my other buddy puts out his cigarette and he's like, are you serious, man? Because we're going to get fucking trouble, man. Are you serious? We need to take you somewhere. He's like, I'm having an asthma attack. We walked to the front of the rec center. There's a fucking police car out front of the rec center like there always was. But we start walking up and he's like, guys, I think I feel all right. That fucking cop car sobered him up real quick. His parents didn't play around either, dude. I remember like he came from a wealthy household, but like same thing. It was like the wealth had created this world where the parents were always off doing their own thing, and then they would just kind of shell out some cash to the kids and be like, go do what you want.
Right.
There was no real guidance. So I don't know. We were all coming from a place of just like, you know, I can't really say. Like, there was some turmoil growing up and shit like that, but definitely not anything on the level that, like, these guys were dealing with. Like, I never got my ass handed to me every day. You know, like, one of my buddies was actively just going home and getting the shit kicked out of him all the time. And so he'd be that one kid in the neighborhood that was always, like, walking around when the street lights were on. And, you know, he was always trying to stay the night if he could. And so it kind of, like, became a thing where, like, the parents would kind of pass him around, you know, like he was a couple. Well, no, not like that. No.
Jesus, Rick, what was this, Epstein's neighborhood you were living in? What the fuck?
You can get a doggy style, you can get a lean on your side. Those are your only choices. This is my house, and I get to say.
I didn't think about that before I said it. That's fucking horrible. But no, so he you know, it'd be like, oh, a couple nights here at this guy's house, and then a couple nights at this other friend's house, and you know, we tried to do our best to like keep him out of his, you know, shitty house,
right?
But, you know, there's only so much you can do. The area I grew up in, dude, we had a huge issue with just deadbeat parents, man. Like, our neighborhood wasn't the best thing in the world, but it wasn't the worst. You kind of got a little bit of everything. Mm-hmm. Like, down the street, there was this one kid. I think I've told stories about this kid on the show, but he got arrested. We all grew up with this kid, and he ended up getting arrested, like, before we even graduated high school. He went to jail for murder because this is what was happening. He was sneaking out of his house, going down to the local park in the town that we lived in, and he was walking around to park benches and putting a hatchet into these homeless guys' heads. He was like murdering homeless people with a hatchet, and he was like 16, 17, some shit like that. And it turns out that like, and this kid was fucked up to begin with. Like, you could tell something wasn't right. He would always hit people on the bus. He was always starting shit. There was just something always wrong with him. But it turns out that like, the mom was a prostitute, so there was guys in and out of the house. And then the dad was always going to and fro jail because he was constantly dealing with like crack issues. Like, both the parents were smoking crack, so never any food in the house, nothing like that. So he got into like selling drugs and like doing gang shit real early. And it was only a matter of time. Like, he's literally in the same prison as his dad is still. Just sad missed opportunity.
Wow.
What?
Really setting the vibe there, Richard.
I'm just letting you know what it was like growing up in my side of the tracks. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, give me a break, dude.
Shut up. You grew up in New York, buck fucking city, dude. What were you doing?
got no
riding
water. That's what I'm
the
doing.
A.
God damn it.
Here, I'm a stand-up guy.
Stand up, stand down.
Here, you can have some of my water.
Stand down. Stand down, Richard.
Zips in the wire. Zips in the wire.
Oh. Demonetized.
Oh shit! I seen him in there. I hope you didn't. That guy was a nut. He there's a strong suspicion that this same guy killed my Great Danes too, growing up. Because we used to catch him in the side of our yard, like yelling at the dogs all the time. Like this kid was fucking crazy. He would just get in arguments with like animals and stuff around the neighborhood. And he'd rile up the animals. And he told my dad he was going to come back and kill them. And so what happened was like a few months went by, and then sure enough, one of our Great Danes died. And there was just a shitload of antifreeze in the dish where the water was. And they were Great Danes, so it was like just a big ass like bucket of water, you know? He just dumped a shitload of it in there. Took him out.
Cash him outside. How about that?
Started watching Mindhunters on Netflix. Pretty awesome. I haven't watched that yet.
I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, I'm not sure. We can search though and see what's going on though. I'm always open to like suggestions for TV shows and movies and stuff. I love that's just one thing about life that I love. One of the few things about life that I love is like talking about movies and TV shows and shit. Mindhunter sounds like it might have like some kind of like Black Mirror vibe to
Chris
it.
Angel's in it.
And for my next trick, I'm gonna destroy a television. So
It's Mind Freak. Look it up.
watch as I walk on these plexiglass.
What are you doing? Are you gonna look for it or not?
Yeah, I'm doing my Chris Angle.
There you go.
My Chris Angle impression. Catching a criminal often requires the authorities to get inside the villain's mind to figure out how he thinks. That's the job of FBI agents Holden Ford and Bill Tench. They attempt to understand and catch serial killers by studying their damaged psyches. Along the way, the agents pioneer the development of modern serial killer profiling. This sounds pretty cool. Definitely in league with what we were talking about with that sociopath that I just described.
I would counter. What about what's that show? That Matthew McConaughey HBO one?
True Detective.
True Detective. Watch the first season of True Detective if you haven't.
Just the first season.
Yeah, stop there. But the first season's fucking.
Actually, you know,
mind-blowing.
I don't know. I feel some kind of way about season 2 of True Detective just because like Colin Farrell kind of played a decent scumbag cop.
Fine, but season 1, it was. I mean, that was a fucking orchestra. It was an opus.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Adam needs some coffee.
Coffee.
Adam needs some HPV medication.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. Coffee, dude. No, we've done like 10 shows today.
Yeah, that's true. We did a live walkover for the we ended up walking to the liquor store, buying smokes, and then walking back. We did a live stream with that, and then we did an hour and a half for episode 40, and now we've been doing this for almost an hour, 10 minutes.
Plus 10 minutes on the Facebook side.
Oh yeah, we did a little bit of Facebook. Yeah, we've been all over the place today.
So we're well over 3 hours.
Well, that's the thing is like we've been apart for 3 months pretty much, doing these shows remotely. It's like I wanted to get a lot of ground covered today. I feel like we had the energy for it too, dude. We've been on all day, if I do say so myself. Quit touching the camera. That's another thing too. Whenever I was setting up the cameras and stuff like that, I was like, I don't like how much technology is accessible to Adam right here because he's gonna fuck with it. Stop doing your hair and looking at the camera. I see this. It's live, dude. Like it's obvious. Over here
dude.
Fixing your toupee. Oh, geez, Louise. I got to do something about the backrest on this chair too. I don't know. I feel like you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and admit it. I think I fucked up buying this chair. I think I could have done. Actually, I could have spent like maybe $100 more and done better for myself. You live and you learn, though, right?
You're a big man to admit that.
You know. Well, that's the thing. Is like if I'm gonna continuously walk around actively saying that I'm better than most people, I got to practice what I preach, Adam. I give these people some hope.
I go around saying the opposite, dude.
Well, it's true in your case.
Right. So face on you.
Leave me holding the bag. Bag of shit.
Hit it.
I actually am about to hit it.
Eject.
I'm ready to have another ciggy and play some video games.
Eject. Punch it out. Melting down. Bah!
Agent, a couple of handsome old ladies right there. If Adam was a woman, he would be a handsome woman, that's for sure. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and call it a night. Please do us a favor and, subscribe to the channel. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. We want to thank you all for joining us, especially for these initial live streams. We're kind of just getting into this whole thing and trying to figure out what works versus what doesn't. And it's nice to be back in studio all together again. But check out episode 40. We just uploaded that a couple hours ago, and I think it was pretty funny, if I do say so myself. So
it laughs pretty good.
It laughed pretty good.
It does. Thanks for coming out. Some great people on there.
It's true. It's very true. Appreciate you people more than you know. And if you ever want to, like I said, we're going to be working on the Discord and all that shit so that we can have you guys call in and kind of join in on the discussions and whatnot. I think it'd be cool to get a lot more input from you guys.
Email in if you want some stickers. Rick's got them. He's going to be sending them out.
That's true. Email us at therealbrasstacks@gmail.com or hit us up through any of our social media accounts. We're The Real Brass Tacks on Instagram. We will send you Brass Tack stickers for free. I've got them right here. They're ready to go. You just got to tell me you want them. But until next time, guys, have a great night. See you later.
Great. Love you.
Do you love them?
I mean, more than I can say for you, for sure.
Fair enough.